You may not believe. You may think it's not real.
Is anybody there?
What could be haunting this place?
Do spirits really exist? Use your voice and communicate to us.
I'm Bex.
And I'm Sean
Uncover the truth.
on the Ghost Dimension channel.
Well, everybody, welcome. I think this is going to be a little bit of until people can find us over here. Facebook is apparently having issues. So they sent me a notice, and this will only be here on YouTube this time. So is what it is, and I hope I can get a few people. I'll sit here for a little bit and we'll see what's going on. And hi, Margaret, how are you? How'd your class go? I hope it went well. Mango and Pip are out. Hi, Chloe. Yeah, well, you know, Chloe, like I said, things are going on. It's only over on YouTube right now for whatever reason. Facebook is having technical issues, so they're working on it. So if you guys can kind of spread it around, that's great. But for now, I will give you a card. Hi, Pamela. How are you? Hopefully I put the notice up and people will see and come on over here so I can do some readings for y'all. We have a beautiful, beautiful day here in Michigan, up in my area of the woods. It's 74 degrees. The sun is beautiful. The trees have all bloomed. I have lilacs outside my window here, a lilac bush, and it is smelling something gorgeous. So for now, what I'll do, since none of this is really connecting to where it needs to go, and again, I'm not really sure what's going on. Oh, maybe it will. Let's see here. Maybe it will. Yep, there we go. Now we're over there. So yay for that. And yeah. Okay, so as I said, Facebook is having a little bit of issue, and it seems to be all resolved right now. So let's just get this party started. And let me give Margaret a card first. Okay, while everybody else jumps on. So I appreciate you all. And let's see what we can do today. All righty. Oh, Mango's here. He's being very observant of everybody, so that's kind of cool. Alrighty, let's see. Yeah, things were not running smoothly over here on the stream. Who knows? We're all set now, so here we go. Margaret, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, okay. Well, this is interesting for you. I don't think I've ever pulled this card for you. At least I don't remember. Your card today is the Raven. Okay. So for you, Margaret, the Raven. The Raven is messenger for many things. It's a messenger from the spirit lands to here, to a creature that often tells us that we have to pay more attention to what's going around us. And if we don't, they start popping in and really pushing the envelope. Right now, what it's doing for you, oh, no, you're not getting these cards, little man. No. So what it's doing, no, and you're not going to bite me either. He's such a little brat. Here, I can show you down here. He's down right by my lap. So, yeah, we're not going to let him get the cards. Anyhow, so, you know, birds are communicators, and that's what the Raven is. Now, there's stuff that you're working on and stuff that you're doing, and it's kind of letting you know that whatever this is, it's kind of elevating to a more serious place of being. So, like, perhaps it's your creativity, because I'm seeing the paintings and things. And it's like you're taking it to the next level. You're kind of upping your game with it. And they like that. They're telling you to keep that creative flow going and kind of watch nature. Okay, kind of watch nature around you, because that'll also inspire you. Okay, so that is your card today, and it's a very, very beautiful day here, and I hope it is over there for you as well. Thanks, Margaret, and that's your card, the Raven. Hi, guys. So let me, yeah, hang on, let me find this up here. Oh, lots of people already here. Good. Okay, Chloe, hello. Pamela, hello. Let's see. I like the idea that you're taking sign language. That's cool. Oh, okay. That's okay, Pamela. You can hear me, I'm sure. Hi, Presh. How are you? Thank you. I don't feel lovely though. Whew. Yeah, I'm gonna give you one first, James. I'll give you a card while Mango's building his nest. Yeah, the weather's been kind of crazy here. You know, in the daytime, yesterday it went up to 80, and then it went down to like 36 last night degrees Fahrenheit, and it was cold. So you could see my lips are all cracked because I was outside for a while, and it just, my body's a hot mess. So, all right, James, let's see what I got for you today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And James, you know, for some reason I'm hearing tools, like tool maker tools. So I don't know if you're doing something that's with a lot of tools right now, if you're working on a project or whatever, but I'm hearing the word tools and tools. All right. Oh, we see I have a friend, and he's trying to be cool. All right. So Turtle is your card today. And turtles are kind of like bring to you land and water. Okay, so you're grounded, and then the water gives you the fluidity of the situation. However, this time the turtle is expressing the pace of which you're going forward right now. So I feel like there's been, with what they're showing me, there's been a lot of stuff that's been going around you, kind of chaotically around you for a while, and it kind of gets you worked up sometimes because you want to get things done faster, or you'd like to be able to push the stuff out of the way and not have to deal with it. Just go ahead and walk your path, whatever it is, work, family, friendships, whatever. But these little obstacles keep coming up. So instead of pushing through them, okay, they want you to kind of slow down a little bit so you can appreciate, and the word that's coming through is the nuances. So it's kind of the little tiny lessons that are in these little bit of obstacles, okay? And if you take it slowly, they won't become obstacles, because what you learn just prior to coming up on these issues is enough to push through them. Okay, so you don't want to go around them. You don't want to hop over them. You want to directly engage to clear them out of your way, thus bringing the experience you're going to need for the next obstacle. So they're saying don't go completely slow, so slow that you're not taking steps forward, but go quick enough, just quick enough to understand what's going around so that you can use that knowledge to get through whatever's going on. And I don't feel any of this is bad. I just feel that some of this, with how they're showing me, is just how things have been kind of surrounding you. Okay, it's kind of like me, you know, I'll have stuff going on around me, issues with people, or they're having issues with themselves, not with me. Or there's issues with my health where I can't do a lot of walking or standing for a while. So I have to figure out how to do that. I can't skip it. I have to know how to deal with it to make me stronger. And this is what this is for you today. And that is your card today. It is, let's put it there, the turtle. Okay, so you want to just keep your course. You're doing great, and things are coming out for you, and it's very exciting time right now for you as well. And I keep hearing that in the background too. It's a really exciting things are coming up for you over the course of the next couple months. Okay, so that's your card today, James, and I hope it resonates for you. Some good lessons in there too, right? Some really good lessons for all of us. Sometimes we all want to push through everything, and that's not always the best way to handle some things. Sometimes we need to take time to pick them apart and figure out just why or how. Excuse me, hiccups again. All right, so let's see. crush. Okay, let me give you a card. Mango said it's coconut, so I can get away with it. Right, here we go. Alrighty. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh. All right. So your card today is the butterfly. Okay. Now, the butterfly for you right now, there's different stages of what they show me with the butterfly, but you're not at the beginning of it. You're at the I'm out and my wings are spread. And it's about allowing yourself to engage in different things. It's about kind of creativity, but creativity in your life of how you deal with certain things, or the next things that you take in to learn, or the hobbies that you want to do, or just things that you want to experience. Okay, this is the time for you right now. It's very open. And again, this is also for the next probably 1 to 2 months that this is going to be going on. There's going to be opportunities that kind of present themselves as well. Some of them are going to take you a little off by surprise, and it's going to be like, wow, I never expected that, or I didn't see that coming. But it's all good stuff. And you're in a position right now that you can pick and choose which stuff or direction you want to take it with. But this is, again, all about you've done the work, you've gone through the stages, you've come out the other end, and now you're ready to go. And this is very strong for you. I think this is a very good indication that you're ready for what's going on. You've had this growth spurt, like spiritual growth spurt. You're more aware of the things around you. Now go out and experience it, and bring back with you into your toolkit how you experience these things, so that you can use the results in future walks, future times when you walk into things. This is about collecting. It's about understanding, and it's about non-judgment. It's like if people come up to you and say stuff, it doesn't matter what people say. It doesn't matter what they think. It doesn't matter if they don't like what you're doing, because you're not going to be doing it for them. All the stuff over the next couple months is going to be doing it for you, which is a big turnaround for everybody when we finally get to that point, right? Because we're so used to doing for others, because that's how we're brought up, blah, 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 blah. But we have to take care of ourselves and feed our own souls first, so that we can help others. And I do feel that this is a new direction, something you haven't really dabbled in or gone for or walked towards before. But it's also about more confidence in yourself. She hears you, Mango. We hear you. Yeah, I know. See, Mango's agreeing. So yeah, just revel in that, revel in who you are, and all these great experiences that are going to be coming toward you are going to be fun. They're going to be exciting, and they're going to be new. So whichever one you choose, it's all good. Okay, so that's your card today, Prush. You kind of made it to that point, right? So you're going to be experiencing and have the opportunity to many good things coming up in the next couple months. So that's your card today. It's the butterfly. I hope it resonates for you. Okay. Hi, Gail. Gail Marie. Yes, I will. Hi, Conchetta. Let's see who else is here. Oh, let's see. Oh, okay, here we go. Yeah, I know, Mango. Ooh, he's all excited. He's looking at the wall, which is kind of weird. So he's seeing something. I don't know what it is. What are you seeing, Mango? My little Mango Tango? Huh? All right, Gail, let's see what I got for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. I actually saw one this morning of these. We have for you, the card is the eagle. Okay. So, eagles. Eagles, I've told you guys often, they are reveled and considered sacred men among the indigenous tribes here in the U.S. and northern in Canada. They're also considered that because we feel they can highly fly up to the area where Creator is. So they're the ones that can take our prayers, our wants, our wishes up to Creator and out to the universe. They're also sacred in times of stress for people. And they bring us courage, and they show us that no matter what, we can take that step ahead, and the universe has got you. This is what I feel I'm being shown right now, is this is all about you being supported. Being supported in a way you've never been supported before. Almost like you've said prayers or just put thoughts out there about various things that are going on with you, and it's like, why aren't they coming and helping me? I can't do this by myself. I need assistance. Well, this card coming through today and what they're showing me is you have the assistance, you have the backing from the spirit world and the divine energies that are around us. You just have to have faith in yourself to know you're worthy enough to get that support. Also, I'm being told to tell you sometimes things take a little bit to put in motion. So this is all going on behind scenes, like stuff that you aren't aware of. But if you open yourself to it, you can kind of make that connection, and you'll feel a little bit more relaxed about how things are moving forward for you. Okay, so the biggest thing that I'm seeing, though, for you right now is the courage. Okay, the courage to be yourself, the courage to stand up and be just who you are, not what everybody else wants you to be. Okay, so that is your card. And just step into that power that you have, that it's almost like, why should am I worthy enough? You are worthy enough. You're imperfectly perfect. You know, I've said that the past couple weeks, and it's like we all deserve good things to happen to us, and that's what they're telling you. But you're supported, and just remember, some things take time. Don't let them go. Like if you put something out there, don't pull it back in and say, oh, well, that was kind of dumb. I shouldn't have thought that way, or I'll never get this. Don't put that there, because when we say things or add things like that, then they either have to start over again, or because you've switched it up, it's not going to come in as clearly as how we need it to, or we want it to. Okay, so that is your card today, Gail. And I hope that resonates for you. Okay, and thanks for coming and finding us here. Okay. Hi, Conchetta, how are you? I'm going to, I am going to pull a card for you. Sorry, I had to drink something. All right, I just got some iced tea today. Boy, you're really chewing that little card up. Well, he's having fun today. And Pip is sleeping. She don't want to come out, so I'm going to leave her be. And I'm just going to leave you be, little girl. Yep, I'm going to leave you be. There you go. Oh, she's up there. I don't have to worry about it. All righty. One more shuffle. You're so funny. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, hi. Now you're on the back of my thing, eh? Back of the chair? Yeah, I see you. I hear you. Uh-huh. Today your card is a snake. Okay. Snakes are awesome. So many people are scared. Well, I guess it's fair to say I'm not really scared of spiders, but I'd prefer not to hold them. So that's the way a lot of people are about snakes. But snakes are not slimy. They're very smooth. They're actually very intelligent creatures, and they offer us insight to growth and changes. You know, and right now, this is almost like, all right, so the shed, okay, snakes shed as they grow, right? So the symbolism that's coming back for them, with them, is basically like you've started to shed. So you've started to change into this next part of your life, okay? And the shedding is coming. So you have that growth, that spiritual growth, that personal growth into your life. But they're telling you, don't forget, you still have stuff to finish. So they're showing me the snakeskin's not quite off yet. Like 2/3 of it is, but you have that last little bit to go. I'm also being told you shouldn't fear any changes, because these are changes you've worked towards to get. It just takes time to process through some of them. And you also don't want to skip steps. Okay. You want to make sure it's all done so that as you're walking forward, good things are going to be there, and the things that are a little tougher you'll be able to maneuver. Okay. And that's another thing I'm seeing is as you're walking through, snakes a good totem because they move, right? They move side from side, and snakes are actually extremely fast, so they're letting you know that any obstacles that'll pop up that might be negative, or people trying to throw shade on you because they think you should do something in a different manner, this is how you will maneuver. But you've also got that little bit of stuff, like that little bit of baggage or that little bit of stuff that you're dragging forward with you that you need to release. Okay. And once you do that, there's going to be new good things coming in this next chapter. But I do see that snake having to kind of slide, and that's how they move, right? They don't move straight. They have that little bit of wiggle room. Even when the big snakes come out, it's the same thing. They still move in a wiggle, but they're quick. Okay, so you'll be actually, I just heard, I'm laughing because they said you'll be quick to determine and stay away from drama and chaos. And I'm hearing the word divas too. Like, I don't know if you've got some divas that are around you or people that act that way, you know, or they think they're all that in a bag of chips. And that's not bad. That's just their personality. But you'll be able to maneuver around them or through them in a manner that'll be beneficial for you. Okay, so that is your card today, and it is the snake. All right. So let me go down a little bit and see who else is here. I hope that resonates for you. Conchetta, I hope it does. Hi, Afia. How are you? Yeah. Hi. Oh, thank you, Chloe. It's appreciated. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. The kids will get your name on the board. I think that's probably what they're doing, but I'm not positive. But thank you, Chloe. I appreciate it. The kids will too. All right. Yes, I can give you a card, Afia. Not a problem. La 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 la. Been a week. Last week we had a long weekend. Started Friday. We had yesterday off for Memorial Day here in the States. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, I was actually looking out the window today and I didn't see this color. I had the white swans, but this is your card today, and it is the black swan. Okay, so Afia, this is again, I don't know. I think I chose this maybe last week, maybe the week before, but this card's been showing up quite a bit. I don't know if you got it or somebody else did, but this is all about, and black swans are stunning. They've got that bright red beak and the bright reddish colored feet, and by the time they're grown, they're like black velvet. They're just beautiful. So this is telling me to tell you, okay, yep. Okay, this is telling me to tell you about self-love, okay? This is about you kind of stepping back from certain things and thinking you're different, or your way of thinking is a little bit different, and it doesn't kind of measure up with other people, but it doesn't have to, okay? You do you the best that's for yourself, right? You do you and appreciate who you are. And they're showing me this, like stepping back into the shadows a bit and allowing like the other birds to move forward. So you're letting other people be up front, and you need to kind of step and own who you are, because like I said, if you see these swans, they're stunning. Yes, they're different, but they add to that kind of mystical purpose of animals, right? Or birds. Each bird, each species of bird has a purpose, and they are beautiful, just like you are. You're no better than or less than anybody else, but you're special. You are unique, okay? And you have to accept that you're worthy, and hey, I've got this, and I have things to contribute to life around me, and I do stand up and see that I'm a good soul and I have a lot to contribute. And this is a lot going into the self-doubt mode, where sometimes you need more confidence, and you should remember, and this is what I keep being told, is you need to remember you are the one in control of allowing people to see who you really are. Okay, so that confidence building, that amazing energy, that amazing person that you are, you have stuff to contribute. So you don't need to step back in the shadow to not let people see. You do not have to hide. You do not have to accept other people's attitudes towards you. You have to stand up on your own and say to the rest of the world around you, hey, this is who I am, and this is a great person, and I love life, and I love my life, and I have many things that I have can contribute, but I also can accept that what is given to me because I am worthy. And this is really strong for you. This is about knowing self. It's about looking in the mirror and seeing yourself and saying, yes, I like this version of me. So this is about you kind of beginning to really show everybody that you've got a lot to offer. Okay, so that is your card today, and it is the Black Swan. And I hope that resonates for you. Okay, let me go down a little bit more. Thanks coming on, Afia. I appreciate it. Okay, what do you say? I found a feather a couple days ago. Oh, a white one. Cool. You know, what does that mean to you? What does that white feather mean to you, eh? Hey, how are you, Miss Kitty? Of course I'll get you a card if you let me get a sip of tea. Suddenly, it's quiet. The little Tango Mango is next to me, wondering what's going to happen next. All right, Pip is just really quiet. I think it's kind of because it's really warm today. And we've got windows open, so they're listening to everything else. And of course, I did put the toddler back in the cage because I can't trust him not to do something silly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, this came up a little bit ago. I don't remember for who, but ooh, okay. So you've got this card, and it's the Raven. Okay. Now, okay. So something that I realized that I didn't realize until a couple months back, ravens have always been a part of my life. And I didn't really realize it until I was sitting, because I'm doing a series of sculpture pots that have ravens on them, right? And I was like, gee, that was really dumb. I never thought about that. And yeah, they have been all my life. So this is a creature, and the reason I'm saying that is this is what they're showing me to tell you, that ravens have always been connected to you in some way, whether it's bringing messages or reminders, or just by seeing them kind of giving you a truth of, oh, wow, it's kind of validation for whatever. But as of recently, they're telling me that it hasn't been quite as confident, I guess would be the word to use, what they're saying, in receiving those messages from spirit lands. It's kind of mysterious. They're kind of magical. They're kind of, sometimes they come to us in dreams. I had a doozy last night, but they bring you the things that you need to see, hear, and understand for whatever's going on in our lives at that moment. And this is one of the reasons it's coming up for you. It's like you're looking for those answers. But some of the answers, and this is what they're saying, are right in front of you. You're just not open to receiving them right now for whatever reason. So they're asking you to kind of take a step back and do some, like, I won't use the word meditating, but it's like that you can step into some sacred space that you have, even if it's for a few minutes, but you need to balance yourself again, because I kind of feel that that's off as well. And that's why you're not hearing the messages that are coming through or seeing them or the validations that are coming through. It's because they're showing me, and they keep knocking my shoulder and pushing me to the side. It's because you're like a little bit off kilter. And it's not going to take much to get you sorted and on that path again of things that are more positive for you. Again, they're saying really loud that the ravens have a deep connection to you for some reason. Okay, and there's an older woman that stepped up, and she's actually in a kitchen, and she's stirring something on a stove. And she's showing me this as a memory. And she's also, while she's at the stove, she's kind of laughing because she's showing me like this little girl that would come into where she was, and she's stirring this pot, and the little girl's kind of giggling. I don't know. It's like a private joke between the two of them, but it's joy. It's happiness. It's feeling safe. It's feeling, like a regular connection that you would have had. And this is giving it to you for some kind of validation. I don't know what that is, but they just want you to know that they're around you all the time. And that she's got this big kind of, I want to say it's a wooden spoon. I don't know if it's that, but that's kind of what it is. And she's talking, and she's like talking, and she's doing this to me, like, you better get it straight. So anyway, she's with this small child, and this is back when she was still alive. But this is a ritual that she keeps doing and showing me. So it's something that would be hopefully familiar to you. But there's other things that are bringing through and coming, these validations. You just have to open yourself to be more aware. I'm also hearing really loud that sometimes this woman, whoever this older woman is, comes to you in dream time. So pay attention to that as well. Okay. So Kitty, that's your card. I hope it resonates. This woman is quite, like, you better get this right there. So she's telling me, and I hope that resonates for you. And thanks for coming on, Kitty. I appreciate it. Oh, Chloe, did I not give you a read? Did I not? No, I gave you a read, didn't I? Did I give you a read? Let me know. If I didn't, let me know, okay? Because I don't remember if I did or not. I thought I did, but that doesn't mean I am. Okay, so write it again. I'm doing fine, Teresa. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Hi, Natalie. How are you? I hope you're well. I will, Maud. Okay, you're welcome, Gail, and I'm glad, Presh. Yeah, Teresa, I'll get you too. Again, Chloe, put it down, like in below the comments that are here right now. And if I didn't, I will definitely pull it for you. I don't see, once I get started, I don't remember who I read for, who I didn't read for. So hang on one sec. Okay, Maud, let's see what I can get for you here. What are you doing? He's showing his little card up again. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. All right, so you got Earth today, the card of Earth. Okay, so that's one of the elementals, okay? And actually Disney's it's got a movie coming out this month. It's called The Elementals, which I think is cool. People don't realize how we can utilize these components, these elements in our everyday lives. The earth, what does the earth give us? It gives us water. It gives us shelter. It gives us grounding. It gives us all kinds of things for life to continue and grow. So what I'm seeing for you right now is, okay, hang on. There's been some missteps or tentative steps, like you've gone to kind of experience something new or do something that you're not sure about, and you kind of step, but then you pull back. And then they show me again, you take a couple more steps forward and you reach over and you kind of step that way. Well, maybe this is going to be a little more firm ground. So what I'm seeing with this Earth card is the elemental of Earth. And you need to pull all those components in together and learn how to balance them. This can be a bit crazy at times because sometimes, first of all, we don't want to admit we're off balance. Second thing is, the earth? What am I supposed to do with the earth, right? Well, you need to kind of ground yourself a little bit better and kind of release some stuff, even stuff that could have happened an hour ago or a moment ago, right? You need to release all that stuff because we can't go back and change it. We can change our reactions if it shows up again, but you have to let it go and just let it get rid of it. You have water and you have earth. Earth, ground yourself. The air that we breathe in, okay, it keeps us going. And you have to slow down enough so that you can work with these. And fire, right, is another element, and that's from the sun, right? We have beautiful. So this is saying you've got all these things to utilize to make yourself stronger, to help you walk in a more, in a better way that will make you happy, okay? And there's nothing wrong with that, but you have to take those steps to kind of connect that all together and realize that we all of us have to do work to be able to move forward like that, okay? And sometimes it's not always that easy. There's no easy button for it. We have to do the work. So this is what's being shown for you. And the other thing I'm being told is don't ground yourself so deep that you're in a muck hole or a quicksand situation where you're having a difficult time moving forward through stuff. You have to use all these elements because that's why they work together, right? And as they're working together, if we can harness that energy and that thought process, it can really help us in every area of our life. So don't look at things that might kind of say, oh, I don't think I want to do that. I don't think I can do that. I don't think I can. That's a lot. I don't want to deal with it because it will help you. And you've got what it takes to get you through anything. But this is like a stepping stone for you. This is going to be a new way to balance. So you have to kind of appreciate what's being shown for you. And it doesn't have to be done overnight. It doesn't have to be done in a minute. Take your time and move through it as you're comfortable. But again, make sure you're grounded and you have all those elements that are working for you so that it'll help you in all kinds of situations, okay? So that's what the earth is bringing about for you today, and it is the elemental of earth, okay? I hope that resonates for you, Maud. You take care, and thanks for popping on here, guys. Okay, you're welcome, Gail, and you're welcome, Presh. Okay, Teresa. I will. Yes, I will give you a card. Okay. All right. Let's see. Hi, Nicole. Natalie. Hi, Natalie. Yeah, I'll get you a card. Okay. Wait a minute. Let me just go down a little bit. I'm not going to go away. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. So, Teresa, let me get you a card first. Let me shuffle them up. I had the overhead fan on today to move some air in the room, and I was like, oh my God, I forgot the birds are out. So I shut that off because he uses that as his personal carousel. Mango goes up, sits on it, makes a turn. Oh, okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, talk about elements. How crazy is this? How crazy is this? All right, so she had earth. Now you've got grandfather, son. Okay, so you've got grandfather, son, another elemental that we all use, and sometimes we don't use it to its full capacity. And okay, so with you, all right. Okay, for you, it's kind of targeting a specific it's a specific part of you, and they want to go in and they want to make the other part of it grow, but they're trying to get like remove a section of it, almost like you would burn something off, you know, like I use like when I don't do it anymore, but when I made jewelry, right, we'd use heat to take off the excess, and then you trim it. And this is what I'm being shown is like this flame coming down, and it's removing something that is not healthy for you, whether I want to say it's some kind of relationship with maybe a family member or someone that you consider close enough that they are family, but they're not family by blood. But it's like, for whatever reason, they need to be separated out right now. And this is what the sun's doing, but it's also feeding you as well for more growth, more positive growth. And they're also telling you, don't forget, it's not that they're like, you remove something, somebody or a relationship, and you'll never see them again. You could if you bring it back, but whatever this is, it's not serving you anymore. And you can't feel guilty about walking away from it or them, whether it's a situation that's involving people. But this is something that you need to unload, and they're specifically showing like burning off the extra. Okay. And then recharging you, right, with the sunlight, the energy that is needed, the positive that is needed for you to move forward. So this is, like I said, I'm not sure, but it feels like somebody you know well, somebody, but they're not really in a positive state, and it's not your job to make them or help put them in a positive place. Everybody needs to do that on their own so that we can take care of ourselves, that we can better and work better with the situations and people that are around us. Okay. So Teresa, I hope that resonates, and thank you so much for coming on today. And that is the card. It is the sun. Grandfather's son. All right, let's see. Hang on. Thanks, Gail. I appreciate it. Okay, so let me get Natalie Pfeiffer. Let me get you. Hang on. I got to move some there. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, this is really funny, and sometimes they give me this. Sometimes I try to ignore it, but for some reason they're showing me sunglasses with you. I don't know what that means, but they're definitely showing me a pair of sunglasses. So I'm going to give you that, and I don't know how that relates, but they're doing this with the glasses, and they're sunglasses. They said, just tell her sunglasses. So I just told you sunglasses. I can't make it up. I tell you, I can't make it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, and this card came up a couple weeks ago too. I really love this card. I love these creatures. This is the clownfish and the anemone. Okay, the background, it looks like a plant, but it actually is a creature, although it's not quite as evolved as the clownfish is. Okay, but they have this symbiotic relationship. So that's what's really good about them. Okay, so yep. Okay, so it's like shades. Okay, you're putting sunglasses on and you're hiding from something, because they're showing me the clownfish burying itself in the anemone. Now, they are the only other form of fish that can go into the anemone, because the anemone is poisonous. Okay, so they go in there, the little clownfish go in there to be safe and secure from predators. Okay, but this is like, the feeling they're giving me is like hiding. Okay, hiding from something. The shades, the glasses, make sense now. They're hiding from something. So I'm not really sure if you're trying to push something away, or you're hiding from the truth of a question to, or an answer to a question you posed. You don't want to hear it. You don't want to see it. You don't want to deal with it. But that's what they're giving me. They're giving me you're hiding. Okay, so I will give you this. with what they're saying to me in the fact that there's something hiding is we all have times, and I know I do, I'll be the first to admit it, we all have times where there's things we don't want to deal with, or we don't want to look at, or we don't want to admit. Sometimes, as for me, I might make a bad choice, or I might say something that I wish I could like undo and not have said. So you kind of hide from it a little bit, and you kind of like push it away, like, yeah, it didn't happen. But the truth of it is, it did happen. We just have to deal with it. Even when things aren't quite what we want, or maybe, like I said, we regret maybe have done or saying something, it comes back to us. We still have to admit it and deal with it. And no matter what it is, and I found this all my life, anything we try to hide from comes back up over and over and over until we deal with it. So what I'm being told is hide, shade, right? Shade, you don't want them to see. So it's like you're incognito, but take the time to invest in yourself, is what they're saying, and grow from the experience. You've got this. It's not a big deal. Nobody's going to be judging you, but you really have to look at it in a way that you can, like, yep, I did that. I understand. Now I'm moving forward. And it could be something, it doesn't even have to be something bad. I'll give you again. I am, all my life, I've been what you call a fixer, right? So I gather with me misfits, okay? Matter of fact, a friend of mine used to call my house the House of Misfit Toys, because we'd assist people that were misfits, that had issues going on. Okay, but I'm not that anymore. I don't collect them anymore. I'm old enough to know I have to take care of me, and everybody else has to learn how to maneuver and do things on their own. We could help them, but that's not allowing them to learn and grow from where they are. So this is kind of what it's about. So I hope this resonates for you, and your card is the clownfish and the anemone, and just kind of make sure you check everything out and just like go through it and learn and take that stuff you've learned and put it in your toolkit for future things that happen. Okay. Thanks for coming on here, Natalie. I appreciate you, and I hope that resonates for you. Okay. Let me go. Okay. Thank you. Okay. I'm going to go down a little bit more. Doop, 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 doo, 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 doo. Okay, good. I'm glad it does. All right. Hello, Miss Cindy. Hi, Tracy. How are you? I hope you're well. I gotta pull this down again. Thank you. Yeah, I'm doing. I'm getting around. It takes a little bit, but I'm getting around. Yeah, let me. Okay. I'm going to give you information, but because it's this way, you put that out there, and let's see what kind of card we have come up, and I'll tell you what they're talking about with the situation, okay? All right, here you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, they also just showed me like a rubber stamp, those old, these are old because everything's done by computer now, but like you go to the county office in your county of your state, right, or wherever you're living, they put a stamp and a date and stuff on it, and they just showed me that, so I'll give you that right off the bat. I don't know what that is, but here you go. So your card is the koi. Okay, now the koi talks about balance, and it talks about life, and it talks about health and finance and everything. It's all kind of tied into this particular koi. So this is one of the reasons that I chose this kind of koi, okay? So this is all about where you are, and it's like you're almost there but not quite yet, and it's like, again, we're teetering, like I see the fish going down like a stream, and the stream in some spots is really full, and in other spots it's like almost you can see their dorsal fin on the top of the water because it's so narrow or so low, the water's so low. Okay, so this is what's being shown for you right now. It's okay. Yep. So the koi is actually going down the stream, and it's a stream. It's not a river, a stream, and it's doing really well. But there are parts of it that it has to maneuver through in order to get to the pond, okay, where the deep pond is. But it comes out and it goes through and it makes it through. It will take time. And there's going to be things that you have to balance yourself before everything is complete. And again, like the metaphor is the koi going into the big, deep pond area from the stream, right? So it's going to take a little bit, and then it will balance out, and then it'll be home. It'll be cool. It'll be happy. So, you know, as far as what you're asking, I would say having this come up, the koi is really noted with finance and futures. So that's also a good sign. Out of 72 cards, this is the card that comes up because you put that intent out there. So I would just say take yours slow and easy, and make sure not to get too frustrated when you get into a spot that's a little more difficult to push through. But the end result will be positive for you, if that makes sense. Okay, so Tracy, that is your card today, and it's the koi. Okay, so let me go down a little farther. Very welcome. Okay, we'll go down a little farther. Okay. Okay, good, Maud. All right. Hi, Rihanna. How are you? Hi, Susan. How are you? Oh, man, that's so hard. You know, I will tell you, I have helped pass over pets since I was 13 because my parents didn't like taking them to the vet to do that. So at 13, I was taking my dog in so it wouldn't be by itself. And since then, I have helped everything from hamsters to horses to pass over. The end of last year, I lost one cat. And then this February, I lost another cat, which was a total disbelief because he was only 6. And I have Moo left. And it's hard. I lost my pup, who was 19 at the time. I lost him, and obviously he was 19, and he died in my arms. It's never easy with pets because they're not just a thing. They become part of our families, and it's very hard. And you know, you have to honor that grief to go through that grief. But I will tell you, on the other side of that grief is the fact that you have this incredible bond with these creatures that have come into our lives. And I still, at times of kind of like, I just need that kind of hug, right? I need that uplifting feel. I'm sad because of the things I've been through or we've been through, right? And I put that out, and my dog Boone shows up. He's been jumped on my bed where the whole bed like shakes, and I can see his imprint and feel him against my back because that's how he used to lay. I can hear the clicking of his nails on the floor. The other night I had one of my cats that passed 2 years ago. She showed up, and I could see her just like I see spirit, and she just curled up on my lap. And I know this is because those are my truths and I see them. So just know that your pets are never far. They're always close to us. They're always watching over us. My daughter's dog does the same with her. We had Cheyenne for 14 years, and she was a white shepherd lab mix that had 3 legs. And we took her in when she was 10 weeks old. And for 14 years, she was my daughter's, sat by her side all the time. And my daughter still has dreams where my mother comes in and brings Cheyenne into the dream. And it's that in-between state where you're not really dreaming, but you're not fully awake. So they come and visit us. So I'm sorry for your loss, Susan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But I will tell you that that bond is never broken. It is never, never broken. Okay, so with that said, your card today is the squirrel. Okay, so squirrels are busy. Squirrels are industrious. Squirrels can be a little squirrely. They take food, for instance, and this always makes me laugh. They bury stuff in the lawn or the grass or the woods or wherever they are. And oftentimes they forget where they bury them, okay? But they're part of that process. So if they're taking an acorn, for instance, they got it, they dig a hole and plant it. Next thing you know, there's a tree growing out from a hole because they forgot where the food was. So everything has purpose. And this is what's coming through for you. Everything has purpose, okay? Don't forget things like taking care of yourself. Don't forget things like taking care of the grief you feel and honoring that grief. It's okay to do that. You know, I've done that. One of my dogs I had for 16 years, he was the first dog I ever bought on my own. When he died, I literally had to leave work. I lost my poop. Okay, I just lost it. And I couldn't, he was my boy. You know, he was like the step into my adulthood. You have to honor those feelings. And this is what it's saying. Even though there's missteps, even though the squirrel, like running around and trying to keep itself busy, you know, you can keep yourself busy for so long, but you have to honor that truth of they have passed. But again, they're like humans. They have energy, right? So their energy is dispersed and it's in a happy place. It's in a good place. They will come and visit you if you're open to that. And they will come to visit you in the future for years and years ahead. They don't leave us. They're there protecting us, watching over us, giving us love. Okay. And that's what the squirrel is saying. It's okay to be scattered. It's okay to plant new things. So when you have time and you want to move from this, when you reach a point, you'll be able to open your heart again and possibly even get a different pet down the road. You're important. We're all people that are animal peoples. We're important to taking care of our babies, okay? Or continuing, like all my birds were taken in that I have right now from rescue rehab group, okay, here in Michigan. So they have a chance. They have a good life, okay? My cats were the same. So just remember all the good that you had with them and the relationships that you have with them. Cats, dogs, birds, whatever it is, even fish. I've had fish for years. I had Oscars that were like this big that I had for like 5-6 years. I missed them when I lost them. You know, I missed them. So honor that and allow yourself time to grieve. It's not silly. It's okay. And just, you know, take care of yourself and honor that space. Okay, so I hope that resonates for you. And that's your card, and it is the squirrel. Thanks for coming on. I appreciate it. Okay, cool. Absolutely awesome. Okay. Whoa, wow, you had a phone call? I guess you don't need to be here then. No, I'm kidding. Why? That's okay. You don't have to apologize. You do not. Let's see, who's this? Woo! Hi, from San Francisco. Lisa, how are you? No, Pamela, I don't think I read for you, but I will read for you. Okay, so let me see what I can get for you, Lisa. Oof. I know. Losing pets, it's just hard. Just hard. Oh, I don't know. But they fill our life with such joy all the time. That's why I love my birds. And I know people think I'm crazy because I have all of them. My daughters always say, no more birds, Mom. But they bring me joy. And, that's what pets are there. We work with them. We play with them. They're part of all our lives. They give love unconditionally. It's crazy, but they're a big part of our days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And for some of you that haven't seen Bex and Sean, they've got a menagerie of their own. They got a Mancoon cat. They got a couple other cats. They've got about 3 or 4 dogs, and the Cooper, the one they just got, I think last year at some point, he's a Great Dane. Like, he's taller than Bex is. So yeah, our animals bring such joy to everybody's life. Okay, so Lisa, this is your card today, and it is the dream catcher. Actually, one of my dream catchers that I made a long time ago. So when the dream catcher kind of shows up, it has to do with our lives and how we construct our lives, and realizing that we actually are the people. We ourselves are in charge of creating our life, good, bad, or indifferent. It talks about how we build those, how we build our foundations to make them strong or stronger. And sometimes they have to be taken back and kind of shore up our foundations, just like a spider would do in a web. And this is where the dream catcher comes from, the story with Grandmother Spider. This was a gift that she gave to the people. So we have this, and sometimes you have to go up and repair. If you've ever seen spider webs, like if they're on the outside of the house or in a tree or somewhere outside, that a part of it will be kind of like flapping in the wind, and they have to go back and repair that if they want to continue that part of the webbing. And that's their life. That's how we look at our lives. We continue to construct and move through our lives, weaving things in and out. This is all about you recognizing the fact that you have created this wonderful life for yourself, but you need to either repair a section or move away from it into new opportunities and things that you aren't familiar with yet. And that can be really scary in itself, but you've held this, again, the weaving on the dream catcher tight. It's just time to take that change. So don't worry about the things that are kind of not as strong as they used to be, which could be like relationships with people, places, friendships, family, whatever it is tied to. It's okay just to let it go. It kind of dissolves itself. It's there. But the rest of your life is strong. So you need to either move in the right direction, and understand that standing still, being stagnant in one spot won't help you. It doesn't make you stronger. It just makes you say, yeah, I'd rather stay in a place that it may not be the greatest part of my life, but you know what? I'm used to it, right? It's way better than going into a different direction of unknown. But I'll tell you, it's not. Because all this stuff, you never get what you need for growth, spiritual growth, personal growth, whatever. You don't meet new people. You don't have new opportunities because you're just keeping yourself in one spot. But while you're keeping yourself in one spot, you've still got this area that isn't really working with you or for you anymore. So it's all about choices and the work, and you just need to move forward through that. And it's okay, because there's many new things that I see if you go towards that path. I see a lot of new opportunities for you. And I will tell you, the word they're giving me is the experience will elevate you from where you are to kind of a new knowing or a new understanding of the life that you're walking right now. Okay. So Lisa, I hope that kind of resonates for you. And that is your card, the dream catcher. Okay. So, okay. Whew, I am getting hot now. Hi, Kay. How are you? I love you too. Good. That's always good. I love those kind of goods, especially when you get a little bit older and you know that the family that we have through blood sometimes isn't always the best for us to have us short up. Some of us, I mean, I have good people in my family, but I also had some not so good people in my family. It's just a place where you kind of need to sometimes make your peace with it and then move forward. And it kind of like what a burden is lifted from us. Okay, so I'm going to give Pamela, no, I did not give you a card while you were gone. I didn't even see it listed. However, I will give you one right now. How about that? Sound good? Okay, that sounds good to me. All right, let's see what I can get for Linda. And I think I'm going to stay on for a while yet, too. I got nothing better going on, so let me just read for you guys. All right, so Pamela, let me see what I got for you today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. This is like interesting too. This is like really weird. Just gonna say it. It is weird. It's weird. They showed me like a spray bottle with you, like a bottle that you like Windex or water. Like I have one that I used to mist the birds with because Phoenix is such a chicken. He won't get in a tub of water for a bath or anything, or he won't go under the faucet. So I literally have to spray him. This is what they're showing me is a spray bottle. Don't know why, but you've got that. All right, so your card today is the crocodile. Okay, so they've been very prevalent with me for some reason this year. They keep showing up for me, like things that I'm seeing them in videos, movies, posts on social media, or I'll be reading something and it pops up in an article of something I'm reading. I don't know why, but gators and crocs have been popping up everywhere. So then maybe they're walking with me. I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. But for you today, it's all about the healing. All about the healing. Okay. So crocodiles, and I always include alligators because they're very closely related. The crocodiles are over like in the other continent than us, but we have had some blow into the United States down in Florida and kind of those outlying states that are by the ocean and the Gulf and what have you. And they have kind of started to crossbreed with gators. So they have these big, huge monstrosities, but they're a little bit different than either or. And what I'm seeing for you is this is kind of a, okay, y'all know, like when I was growing up, it was like people, when everybody started wearing cowboy boots, like during that Urban Cowboy movie with John Travolta, every guy wanted a pair of either snakeskin boots or gator skin boots, right? Croc boots, whatever. And this is what I'm seeing for you is it's about the armor. It's about the protective armor you put around yourself. And it can help you to heal by doing so, but you also have to remember there's some soft spots on the crocs and the gators, and that's really the only way that when people hunt, they can control them and actually kill them because they hunt for them because there's overpopulation. So they're controlling the population. But what I'm showing and relating with you is you've got such a small spot that you're allowing new things to come in because you've put this big armor around yourself. And it's like you're in it because you want to be protected because of the past. Okay. And what I'm being shown is you need to start to take off some of that armor and reach out into the world and realize not everything is going to be negative. Not everything is based on the past. Not everything is going to make you just go, oh, I don't want to have anything to do with this, right? So it's about opening and pushing out your boundaries so you can allow other things to come in. I'm also being told you've had this armor on for so long, you don't even know how it would feel to take a little bit of it off. It's kind of like you're nervous about it. You don't want to be exposed, okay? You're not going to be exposed. You're tough as nails, just like the croc, just like the gator. But you also have to let that soft side so that you can bring in new positives, new opportunities, and things that'll help you kind of have happy experiences, have that joy in your life. But you gotta allow it. If you don't allow it, you're not gonna see it. Okay, you're not gonna experience all the good things that could happen. So that is your card today, ma'am, and it is the crocodile. Okay, I hope it resonates for you. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Okay. Oh boy, it's gonna go down. Oh. Okay, so Pamela, I'm going to tell you something and tell everybody something. We'll add prayers. All of us here, I know, we'll add prayers and healing energy to this, okay? I 100% understand stage 4 liver cancer. I get it. She's 51. It's young. I get that too. But I will tell you, if you treat it as a death sentence, you forget to live each moment, each day that she's here in joy and good memories. Okay. Now, I'll tell you that from experience, and I have, I always have stories, right? So I have a really good story. I was working at the hospital, and I was actually down in radiology. It was the hospital where I live now, not down in Detroit. This is just kind of a Band-Aid station. But one of the nurses that I worked with wound up coming in and having x-rays done, and they found out she had liver cancer. She was in the hallway on a gurney. Her family was in the waiting room. She was waiting for them to take her down to the CT scanner, and she started sobbing. And I walked out into the hall, and I knew her briefly. I didn't work directly with her, but I knew her briefly. And I walked out, and hey, are you okay? Are you okay? And she told me, they told me I only have a few months to live. I have liver cancer. There's no cure, blah, 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 blah. Okay. I did not dismissing her, but that's what they were telling her. So here was my advice to her. I said, so you have everybody telling you you're going to die. They feel horrible because you're going to die. They feel so bad that they're putting that on you, and you feel your death sentence. You have no time left, and you're just going to dig yourself that hole until that death date comes. And she kind of looked at me like, wow, that's rude. That's kind of crazy. I said, no, it's not. I said, think about it. We're all going to die at some time. It can be scary for some of us, but it also gives you time to focus on what's real, what you want to see, and be able to do and communicate with people. So look at it as, okay, I've got this, but I'm going to beat this. I'm going to beat this so that I have enough time, right, to experience other good things. Okay. And for other people to be able to be relaxed around myself and have them be able to experience new things with her. Okay. This is what we said. This is what we came to. They gave her 3 months to live. She went down to Carmanos, which is a cancer institute here in Michigan. It's actually where I worked in the Detroit Medical Center. It's amazing. Doctors down there said the same thing. 3 months tops. She lived 3 more years. She got to walk down the aisle with her daughter and see her daughter married. She got to dance at her daughter's wedding, even though it was in a wheelchair. She did. She went on cruises. She did all kinds of stuff. And the one thing that was said during her funeral, and he actually got up to speak, was her doctor from the Institute, Carmanos Cancer Institute, who said, if you would have told me that she would have made it 4 months, I would have been surprised. 5 months, I would have thought, wow. She lasted 3 years, and she's brought so much closure and joy to so many people because of it. So you don't take what people tell you to heart. You look at it in a positive. That's all I'm going to say. Look at it as in a positive. Don't treat her like a cancer victim that's so frail you can't interact with her, or you sit there because you don't know what to say to her. Treat her normal. Talk to her. Have more experiences with her. You know, help her to be her best and be able to experience new things through this time. It's a great gift. Just remember that, and don't pout. Don't be sad. Throw up prayers, yep. But just because they say doesn't mean it will be, okay? All right, sorry. Didn't want to get you. It just had to be that. And I still see my friend in my head all the time. Hi, Jillian. How are you? Okay. Yep. The miracle is her life. Enjoy her life with her. Don't treat her as this frail thing. Be real with her. You've got time. They have time. Okay. Just saying. It'll be okay. We'll still have prayers. Whew. Yep. All right. So, all righty, guys. Let's see. Okay. I know, Susan. It is. And honor that. I some days. Here, I'll show you what's next to me every day when I'm on the computer. This is with me. My daughter and son-in-law had this done for me for Christmas, and that is my dog with his buddy, Freckles. And both of them are over in spirit, and they're always with me. I always mourn them. It'll come and go, you know, but it's okay. All right, everybody. Well, I love you all so much, and I want to thank you for allowing me to come in today and do some readings for you. And till tomorrow, because Holly and I are going to be on Spiritually Paranormal. And if you're interested, find us there tomorrow, same time, same space. And we're going to be discussing children that have gifts. Okay, so until tomorrow, I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Yeah. Cool, wasn't it? Bye, bear, Mom Bear.
Bye, Mama Bear.
See you later, bear, Mom Bear, Mom Bear.
I